Thoth Tarot. This is your weekly read for the 10th through the 16th. Aries, I do want to let you know that I don't have any social media accounts, so don't expect me to reach out to you on any other platform than YouTube, which I don't even reach out to anyone on that platform. So please do not respond to anyone claiming to be me. I only have a YouTube channel. So also Aries, please know that if this doesn't resonate within the first couple of cards, it's probably not your reading. Always look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get an overview of all the energies that are surrounding you. I also want to let you know, Aries, that I do read intuitively, and so my messages may not be the same as other readers' messages for the same card, if that makes sense. I read off of the energy that I receive on that card and which placement it's in, as well as the card that is clarifying it. If I get any intuitive messages throughout the reading, I will definitely share them. Aries, as I'm doing your reading, I'm feeling like, or sorry, not your reading, but shuffling your cards. I definitely, the energy that I'm picking up on is quite heavy, almost like an anxious kind of energy, like anxiety. So if you know that like feeling right before you go on stage, and it's like you're gonna do it, but it just like makes you really nervous, and you can feel it in your throat, you can feel it in your stomach. That's definitely the energy that I feel right now. It's a lot of like anxiety, like deep nervousness, fear, almost fear, not quite fear. So I do feel that maybe you're going through something right now, and that's the that's going to be like majority of the collective energy. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. So that means majority of the collective is going to be feeling that energy. I'm not quite sure what it is, but there's definitely like an angst, like just some kind of anxiety. Please give me a card for Aries, the 10th through the 16th of this month. Please give me a card for Aries, 10th through the 16th of this month. Thank you. Aries, this is your overall read card, which can give you advice, but in like a single card, you know, instead of a whole reading. So I'll read that at the end for you. Let's go ahead and get into it. The first card is Seven of Swords, and it's being clarified by the Page of Cups. Aries, there's something, and this is kind of that heavy energy I was picking up on. There's something, I don't normally tap into love energy unless it's very prevalent. I do love readings outside of this. So this is supposed to be more of a general read, not a love read. But love always comes through if it's very heavy. And Aries, I'm feeling that could be a main focus for the collective is on some kind of love offer here. Your current position, your current energy is almost like you're looking back, and I'm getting like you're afraid to make a love offer here. There's someone or something, it could be a job, but I'm getting it's more love. But you're having anxiety about coming in and making this offer, which is not typically like Aries. You're typically very self-confident and courageous within your energy. But I'm getting, for some reason with this offer, you almost don't want to do it just because it's got you so nervous and so worried about making this offer. And we'll look into the cards to see maybe why. But I'm definitely getting this strong energy of like, I want to tell this person something emotional, but I'm just really worried. I'm really not sure that I'm ready to do that. I don't think that's the right move. In your obstacle position, we have Judgment being clarified by the Hierophant. So yeah, this is definitely, I'm feeling definitely got to do with love here. The obstacle here is that you're knowing your own truth and you want to make higher level of commitments, but it's almost like because you know that, you're choosing to not rush in with that information. It's almost like you're shocking yourself that you even realize this kind of energy. You realize something with someone where you're like, I think I need to tell them, I want to tell them, but you're super nervous because maybe you're not trusting it completely. So part of that obstacle could be with the Judgment card. It's almost like you don't totally trust yourself here. You're not trusting that this is something that's meant to be, that maybe you're just up in your feelings, maybe you're up in your head and you're just going through a weird stage of life or a moment or something. So it's almost like you're not trusting that you should be making higher level of commitment or trusting that commitment in general with this person here. In your need to focus on position, we have 10 of Swords, clarified by the 4 of Cups. So this lets me know that what Source, what universe kind of wants you to focus on here is, if you have a golden opportunity in front of you, you need to really, I'm getting like, I'm trying to think of an example here, but it's almost like, if you're not going to take this opportunity, then kill it. Stop stressing over it. Stop thinking about it. Stop contemplating on it. If we give you a golden opportunity and you really aren't going to take it, then you just need to kill it. Just kill it. Don't go any further with it. Just kill it. Stop thinking about it. Stop manifesting it. It's almost like you're blind to something that's perfect in front of you. And so Source is asking you, if this is not something you want to do, something you want to go forward with, if you don't feel that this aligns with you, then you need to kill it. Stop thinking about it. Stop worrying about it. Just let it go, release it, and continue to move on here. In your recent past, we have Temperance, clarified by 5 of Wands. So it looks like this could have been something that you actually manifested. You actually asked for a situation similar to this. The funny thing with Source is like you ask for things, you manifest things. They never quite come exactly how you asked for it. And the reason being, our energies change from the time that we ask to the time we receive it. Our energies are constantly shifting and changing, and usually so are our wants. And so the universe tries to give it to you the best way that they can, that they feel your energy is asking for it. But by the time you get it, you've gone through all these like obstacles in life, so it's not going to look exactly how you wanted it to in the beginning here. So I am getting in the recent past, you actually asked for a situation like this, and that's why you're so conflicted about it, is because when you originally asked for it, I feel like you were in a very balanced place. You were in a very healthy, spiritual, like, I feel really good about this. This is definitely the direction I want to go in. And from the time you asked for it to the time you received it, you've gone through a lot of different conflicts here, and you've gone through a lot of changes in your past. And so now it's not showing up quite the way you wanted it to. In your strength position, we have the 2 of Pentacles clarified by the 2 of Swords. So your strength here is being able to take that blindfold off, essentially, and find your way through. For me, when I use this deck, or really any other deck that has birds on it, so you have the 2 ravens here, to me those are not bad. That's actually karma. It's like your guides, like your spirit, that's universe. And so in this deck, for this particular card, the 2 of Swords, it's almost like they're trying to scratch the blindfold off of her. I don't see them as trying to attack her. I see them as having, they're telling me to show you the strings that are attached to her and that they have in their claws. So it's almost like they're yelling at her, like, take your blindfold off, watch where you're going, look where you're going. We're trying to lead you somewhere. You need to look and see where you're going. So it's almost like they're coming in trying to force her to see what's going on. And then you have the 2 of Pentacles, where it's like he clearly sees what's going on, but he doesn't know what to do. And he's got all this emotional energy in the subconscious that he's not even considering or bringing forth in order to help him make a decision. It's kind of like, I'm just forever going to go in this infinity here of trying to juggle and figure out, what am I doing? And so the strength here is that I do feel you are going to be able to take that blindfold off and clearly see both options that you have here and be able to weigh them out to make a decision. This month, for your near future, you have the Sun being clarified by the Hermit. So in the near future, you're definitely going to be going within to try to figure out what's truly going to make Aries happy. And this might be why they're pushing you to release the situation if it's not what you want, because in the next, I'm getting 2 to 4 weeks here, you're going to be going deeper within yourself. You're going to be withdrawing into yourself to really figure out What makes Aries happy? What do Aries want from love, from life? Is this even something that you still want, or is this something that you can work on or work with this person on? Something around that. So, and that's in the near future. Again, they're giving me 2 to 4 weeks here is when you're going to be going more in within yourself. Libra is the moon. I think it's actually tonight, but Libra is all about balance and relationships. And so it does make it a little bit easier to go within to really figure out what it is that you want here. In your advice position, we have 8 of Pentacles clarified by the 3 of Swords. So the more that you work on this, the more that you teeter on it, the more it's going to break you up inside, Aries. That's why it's really important that you try to go within to really find a good, healthy place of where you're going to move, whether you're going to take this offer to this person or just continue moving and waiting for something else or focusing on something else. So your advice here is you want to think about it, but not with your head. Think about it with your heart and try to see like what really aligns with your heart here and work on fixing your heart here, Aries. And so if this situation could potentially heal your heart, and you truly feel that way, maybe it is something good for you to take on. But if you don't feel that this situation could heal your heart, you think it's going to actually make it worse or put you in troubled waters, maybe it's not something that you should take at this time. Only you will know, Aries, but that's the advice here, is to really focus on, is this going to hurt or help my heart here? Is this going to hurt or heal my heart? And focus on that from the heart space, not the head space, okay? What you don't see is the moon being clarified by 10 of Wands. So you're not seeing that this could actually be, you might think that this situation brings upon a lot of additional burdens here, but in truth and reality, it may not. So what you're not seeing is past the potential burdens that you've created in your mind if you were to take on this situation or make this love offer. I can see that because with the moon, it's all about illusions, but you're also finding a path through the illusion because the moon, although it's illusions and dreamy, it also lights the path going down. So it's almost like there's a way beyond these burdens that you've created. And 10 of Wands is about burdens and journey. And if you look here, these paths are almost exactly the same. So if you see in the, I'm not sure if I can get that in there, but there's a path here in this card that goes all the way up through the mountain. And in the moon card, you have that same path and it leads all the way up into the mountains. So it's almost like you've thought so far into the future, you're already in the mountains here and you're creating all these burdens in your mind of what's going to happen all the way out here, but you're still right here. And so it's kind of like you've created this illusion of all these obstacles and burdens that are in your path that you're going to have to deal with, but you're still at the beginning. You haven't even gotten halfway, and things change every day. Energies change all the time. People, one day they're poor, the next day they're rich. You never know what life is going to bring you. So what you don't see is that there is more to this than burdens. There is more beyond what you have created in your mind about these burdens. And that doesn't mean that this could be successful or that those burdens don't exist. But if you are solely focusing on those burdens, Aries, you're going to be incorrect, because burdens come and go. And they always fluctuate depending on the energy and things like that. So that's what you're not seeing in this situation, is that you've created burdens that may not even exist here, okay? Stop thinking so far ahead. Try to be more present in your heart space. Your hopes and fears, Ace of Cups, clarified by the 10 of Cups. Aries, you love this person. You really do. You see that there could be a happy ending. You want to make a love offer. You're really hoping that if you do make a love offer, they'll accept it and you'll have the 10 of Cups with this person and you'll live happily ever after. Your emotions are really invested, and that might be part of the reason why you're overthinking this so much, is because like, if I offer this and they deny it or reject it or something falls through, I'm going to be so heartbroken. But the good thing is, Aries, that in this position, when you're operating in hope instead of fear, you're bringing in those energies of positivity here. You're bringing in more likely energy that's going to aid you in your situation rather than hurt you. So definitely try to stay in that space where you're hoping rather than fearing. But that's beautiful hope energy here. Definitely stay in that energy if this is an opportunity that you want to pursue. For potential outcome, we have our 5 of Cups clarified by our 8 of Wands. So potential outcome here is that you may be over, the energy I'm getting for majority of you is that you're going to be in this situation and you're going to be thinking it ended before it could even start, because you're just not making a decision. You're not bringing this love offer in. But there is a hopeful outcome here where there's a message that comes through. So either you are expressing your message to this person, or they might actually come to you and express their message to you. And that gives you that new kind of hope, like, oh my gosh, they feel the same way, they want the same things. So this person might actually come to you and let you know that they feel the Page of Cups energy towards you and they want to give you a love offer. But the energy that I'm getting here is most likely by the end of the week here, you're still going to be indecisive. You're kind of like looking at this situation and you're looking at it almost as if it's already a spilled cup situation here. You're hoping for this. You've turned your back on it because you're overthinking so much that it's almost like, I've already spilled all my cups. I've already missed out on this opportunity here. So Aries, I always recommend, if you're coming from a love space and it's pure love here and it's a good situation, always try to express yourself as best as you can. But I do see either you giving the message of love or receiving the message of love from this person. In your overall energy or advice, we have emotional withdrawal. Okay, this card I'm familiar with. I'll go ahead and read the book, but I'm familiar with it, and it's pretty much saying this Hermit right here, which is the near future for you. This is the near future position for you. So that's the 2 to 4 weeks where you're going to go within and really figure out what it is that's going to make you happy. And that's almost like what this card is about. Emotional withdrawal is going within. This is almost like the Hermit card. You're going within. You're really trying to figure out what it is do I want, what makes me happy, pulling your emotions in so that you can use more energy to figure out decisions rather than, entertaining the outside world, essentially. Let me go ahead and find it here in the book for you, Aries. By the way, if this has resonated for you, please make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button at this point. And if you subscribe, you'll stay up to date on any new readings that I post, which I do try to do them weekly as well as monthly. And then whenever I feel like a strong love energy consistently through a particular sign's energy, I'll go ahead and do a love reading for them as well. Okay, emotional withdrawal. This card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life, whether it's an old love, a relationship, or leaving behind what was once familiar in search of new horizons or beginnings. On a physical level, it's easy to get caught up in the materialistic world, but it's just as important to retreat from the outside world to enable you to pause, reflect, and heal. Schedule some alone time so you can commune with your soul and give the power of spirit the opportunity to restore your energy level, giving you the vitality to move forward in a positive direction. The number 8 represents infinity, passion, control, and power. This is your time. Use this opportunity to tap into your heart and soul in order to find the courage and strength to continue your journey into that wonderful, undiscovered territory. All right, Aries, that's all I have for you. Again, please make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button if this did resonate for you to help get the message out. Have a good one.